on to. You know, there are many performers in this business, and there are many famous ones, but there are very few that you could just say 2 words and not their name, and people would know right away who you're talking about. One of them we have with us this morning, if I said wonderful, wonderful, you know that I meant the wonderful Mr. Lawrence Welk.
I'm not so sure whether they would know. I think you would have to add a 1 and a 2, and also this here.
I often wondered whether you really did that or whether that was a sound effect, because I tried that before and it just didn't work.
I can teach it to you,
but
not on television.
Not today, not today. Of course, Mr. Welk is appearing. This is your 3rd time in Savannah.
Right.
And he always appears to packed houses, because the thing that impresses me so much about you, besides your enormous talent, is the lasting power that you have. I mean, we have a few giants in our business: Bob Hope, Jack Benny, to name a few, and you are in their league, and well, I consider that the league.
That's a very, very nice compliment, you putting me on that level. But basically, I don't know whether I have that much talent or I'm deserving of that kind of a compliment, because I myself have made good because I know how to hire good talents and good people, and I've managed to put together a musical family that I think is sensational.
But you also had a strong sense of dedication and devotion and determination.
Yes.
Because
I'll go along with you on that.
Because I read your book, incidentally, Wonderful, Wonderful, and it was just that. I was telling you before the show, I was inspired, and I think everybody should read this book. With the, you were brought up on a farm. You did not come from a musical family. You did not have access to the television world and things like that. And you worked for that accordion that you...
Right.
You worked...
Well, I came partially from a musical family, but a musical family in those years were not great musicians like we have. But my father did play the old-fashioned accordion, and I played the old-fashioned pump organ. My mother sang a little bit. So we did have kind of a family orchestra.
But they did not, as I remember, encourage you to go into show business.
Oh,
because at that time, show business was not...
That's right. They were farm people, and my father was very much against me getting into the show business. Yes.
They thought you were this was just a silly thing you were doing.
I think the last thing my father said to me when I left, when I was 21 years old, he told me he can just see me coming home, walking home like the prodigal son, and I wanted to be sure that wouldn't happen.
Well, along the same lines, you did have strong roots. You had a strong family life,
right.
And you had dedication.
Right.
And the dedication that you had to your father, to me, was inspiring, because you worked very hard for the accordion with everything going against you. You paid him back the money. You were dedicated. And I think this is what we see when we see your show. This is why when you said that you have the ability, I think that it comes from your roots and
Yes, I think that what you said about my father, he certainly taught me how to work, but I think the strength that I had came from my mother. I think that the feeling I had for ladies and motherhood and what they all had to go through, I think that was the strong point for me.
You're a very intelligent man.
and for somehow the ladies have always been my #1 audience.
You were blessed with a wonderful wife too.
Right, and rightfully so, because I have such gratitude in my heart for the ladies. And I had a real problem when I first left home, and I used to go with girls when I was 18, 19, 20, 21 years old.
Well, that's just been 8 years ago.
Yes, but it was always the mothers that liked me best. So you see, I had somewhat of a problem there.
Well, the mothers rule the world, so you knew what group to get into.
I might tell you, they're still my #1 fans.
That's right, and they'll be your staunchest fans.
Yes, I think so. And the mothers keep writing me letters and say, don't retire, because I'm up to the age where I should really be staying at home. I promised my wife I would be retire at 65 all through my lifetime, and in a very short time I'm going to be 74. And
that is another thing that has impressed me. Where's the source of energy come from? This impresses me. So you have such energy.
Very fortunately, I was taught God's laws at my home, and I think when you live by God's rules and regulations, you have a better chance to stay healthy, and you don't fall into as many trouble spots as you do otherwise. And I sleep very well every night.
And of course, you were brought up on hard work too.
Yes, and I like work. And of course, another thing, if you have the opportunity to start work at a very young age, you learn so much about what you like in lifetime. Now, I like music, and I'm fortunate that I'm in this kind of a business, because if I would have to stay on the farm and shuffle hay and manure and things like that, I wouldn't be as happy as I am in this kind of a business.
And then you've passed that right along, and you've encouraged young people. Always.
Yes, I have a tremendous understanding about young people not having a fair chance in the American way of life. On account of the child labor law and the minimum wage law, our young folks really don't have a chance to get started in life. They have no way to learn.
Well, then, like in the vaudeville days, you could try it out of town. You could find out what works, and now you get on a big show, and if you if you flop one time, then you flop in front of millions of people.
Right.
And so in the old days, you got at least chance in vaudeville.
You have to promise me, if you ever take a vacation out in Hollywood, you have to promise to come down and see our musical family and see how we operate. Also, I'd like to ask for permission if I could dance with you if you ever come out there on the show.
Oh, I think that could be arranged. You don't know how easily that could be arranged. I would love to do that.
Isn't she pretty, folks, huh? Isn't she lovely? Great pleasure to be with you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Welk. And please come back to Savannah when you can stay longer and you can see more of the city, and maybe we could go dancing. I mean, we take your wife.
Okay, very good.
And you can play some golf, because I know that you're a golf.
Yes, that's my hobby.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be with you.
Thank you.